It really just opened my eyes to looking at networking a different way. I think that that's something I've always kind of struggled with is putting myself out there in a way that feels authentic to me, creating relationships. And I just loved Jonah's approach by simply wanting to make new friends and create relationships and build community with other creators. And that to me really resonated because it just felt like it had such authenticity. When I was filming, I think I had just watched there was a video in Relationship Roadmap where it just like talked about thank you notes. I was like, wow, I've never thought about that before. So I wrote thank you notes to the directors on my last day on set. And it really purely was just like, thank you so much for this opportunity. This is my first job in Atlanta. And they were like, we need is your contact information in here? Because we loved working with you. We would love to work with you again. And I was blown away. I was like, it just, I didn't expect such a response, and it really was just purely coming from my heart, inspired by Jonah, of just like, I'm just going to thank these people for being so awesome and giving me my first job, and such a big job too. Like, it was so cool. I've already seen such changes in myself, just in my confidence and in my belief that, like, hey, you know what? Like, networking doesn't have to be icky. Networking can actually be a really beautiful thing, and we can help each other's careers. And that felt really important to me. It just felt like I was fostering these wonderful relationships. And so I thought, I feel like this program is something that feels right for me, and I'm going to just do it for a year, and like, I can't see anything but good things coming out of this. I jumped in and I booked 7 jobs in the span of a year. Like, after the Zach film, it was like I booked, I booked, I booked, I booked. It's like I got new headshots, and I just kept booking, and it felt so cool. I started off the year with some momentum that I was excited about, and it was literally just like supercharged, and I feel invincible. I feel so good about where I'm at. And most of all, I think I feel just so secure in knowing that I can just focus on being the best CEO of my company that I can. I've gained so many tools that I'll take with me the rest of my career that have just been so inspiring for me, and have like literally activated me into like a career business mindset for longevity. More than anything, and maybe this is a little woo woo, but I feel like my energy really shifted, and I became so much more open to all the opportunities and connections that were just kind of waiting for me to say yes to them. And now it's like my antenna is up. I am constantly thinking about my career, but not in a way where I'm like, oh, like, I don't know what to do in my career and I'm not where I'm supposed to be or where I wanted to be. It's more like, wow, like, opportunity, opportunity. There's so much I have control over. And I think as actors, we're kind of sort of purposefully told, like, there's so much you don't have control over. But we have so much more control over our careers and over the way that we present ourselves and show up for ourselves than we give ourselves credit for. And it's certainly nothing that theater school teaches you. Theater school doesn't teach you anything about creating relationships, treating yourself as a CEO of your business. I mean, it was like, wow, this is really cool and so invigorating. Because I had seen the glimmer of the result from actively participating in creating relationships with people in the industry, I knew if all of my footage is still in this film, I feel like I need to take a step forward and maybe do some PR. I feel like I'm going to need the elite program to help launch me into potentially a really big year for me. I just wanted guidance. I wanted to be able to have a coach that I could talk to about specific specific goals I had, whether that's like doing reach outs or reaching out to reps. I had never done that before. I'd never actively reached out to representation before, like done cold emails and I thought, I really want to capitalize on this momentum that I've got, and I don't want to do it alone. So I want to coach. I want to be able to have access to all of the Career Activate videos. I want to be able to do Q&As. I want to be able to have a support system to get me through this next year. I really just wanted guidance. I mean, it's been an incomparable experience having a coach. Taking class and then having your own coach and having all of the courses at your fingertips and having the Q&As and having the momentum calls and there's so many things that you're getting, so much information you have access to, and you have a community and you have people that are going through the same things as you. Or again, both of the coaches that I've had, Sarah and Tiffany, have just had the most creative thoughts about about my action steps of like thinking outside the box, something that I would never think of. And again, now it's like got that, collect that in my little brain. So I'm reusing all of that information. It's automatic now. I loved taking like the courses a la carte, but having a coach that is specific to me and is geared toward me that I can go to with questions like crafting an email, figuring out how to do some outreach to people that I want to connect with. Those are specifically, I think, the things that have been just like why I really wanted to commit to doing the elite program and why it was such an easy yes for me, because I wanted that individualized attention on how to make informed decisions. Every time I work with my coach and they kind of relay to me, like, this is what I heard, this is where I think we should go from here, it becomes another, like, it's like I up level in my brain and I'm like, okay, store that information. And now I've got that for next time. And I just keep up leveling, which is, I think, what having a coach in this program can do for you. They're able to give you concrete action steps on how you can achieve your goals and help you identify those goals. I didn't even know what goals I had. And she was like, here's the goals I'm hearing. Is this correct? And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I should do that. You have more people on your team than you realize. A great exercise that I really enjoyed of Jonah's from Relationship Roadmap, where you go through all of your old call sheets. It's creating your industry relationship tracker. And as I was doing that, I was like, wow, there are so many people that I know that I could reach out to right now and say, hey, how you doing? What's up? Would you be open for like a 10-minute phone call? I just want to see how you're doing and see how I can support you. It really is amazing. You have more people in your circle than you realize. And all of those relationships just need a little fostering. Who knows where they can lead? So I would say get out of your own head. Don't worry so much about the result or how it's going to happen. Focus on taking the pressure off of yourself, putting your focus outward. It's kind of like what we're told in theater school or in class. Think about your scene partner. Like everything should be focused outwards. Like who can you talk to and support, and guaranteed they're going to be feeling the same way as you, and they're going to be so grateful you reached out, and then you're going to be on their brain and they're on your brain too. So I think that we're all more able to help each other than we realize. So, because I think we get so close and all we can see is like all of our failures or misgivings or things that we haven't accomplished by now. And it's like, if you just open up, you're going to realize that so many other people feel the way that you do, and that so many other people are looking for opportunities to create their own community. Is Callie Rochelle Johnson.
I love it. And I can't wait to see your movie. Congrats again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Callie.